Never force it. Faith and persistence are so important. Avoiding resistance when making our choices. I say a prayer and let the universe endorse it. Fortune's a fortune, all in my vortex. Wealth and endorsements, all in my vortex. All in my orbit, I'm changing, I'm morphing. Rise through misfortune, align with my sources and origin. I'm so divine, I'm so aligned.
Oh, I still had the picture in my phone. This is me and artist Anthony Hamilton. It was May 2017. Y'all understand more. Let's get into the video. And this is the second version of the book I released a couple of months later. Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. I am Evora Bentley, faith and wealth coach, helping others to change their minds so that they can begin to see their world change around them. I am an entrepreneur, I am an author, an influencer, and I am a woman that is on a mission with a great vision from the Most High, who is so passionate about purpose, and also to help others understand that there is a purpose for their life. There was one point in time in my life that I wanted to check out on life because I truly believed that I did not have a purpose, that there was not a purpose for my life. I sought the Creator and I was like, hey, look, I'm even questioning your existence and I need to know, are you real? And do I have a purpose for my life? And out of that came an eventful shift in my life. And if you all know my story, you can, I have books on my website, EvoraBentley.com, where I share that. But if you are not a part of the family, go ahead and do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and make sure you interact in this video. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into the video, into the message. And if you all hear the song that is playing on my opening, right, that is Flow State by artist Londrell. And being in the flow state is all about trusting. It's about trusting the path. It's about trusting the divine alignment, right? Even when you may have had other ideas in mind, even when you want to lean into your own understanding and taking the faith route, the flow state is all about going with the flow and surrendering to where the Most High is leading you to. And so if you watch my previous video, I am still in Texas. My daughters wanted to do this escape room, so I wasn't really interested in that. So I'm sitting in the car while they are doing that. I still want them to enjoy themselves. I have had such a really great time. I just took a step of faith. First of all, let me just rewind. Let me share this with y'all really quick. So there is an event tomorrow, right? That I'm going to. And I had this repeated dream about Texas. Honestly, y'all, this is my third year in the row coming to Texas, right? And y'all know how Texas, I told y'all in the last video, if you watched it, I said I've been in Texas learning some lessons, okay? And in the last video, go back and watch it if you haven't watched it. I was just sharing with y'all about how I left my wallet behind, and just grateful how everything played out with that. But I've been in Texas learning some lessons, and it's like the Most High had to bring me here for me to get the bigger picture, okay? So one of the things that is the desires of my heart is, y'all, I have a whole published book. I have ebooks, right? I have written a whole book that I got published, but now I'm going back and reinventing. It was edited, but I feel like things kind of got dark. It was edited or whatever. That ain't gonna do nothing. It was edited. I paid for the editing, but I never published the book yet. Okay, but the book has not been published yet, right? And so when I was an Uber driver living in Charlotte, I was just talking to my friend and I was reflecting. During that time, I met artist Anthony Hamilton, right? And it was such a divine moment because the Uber app took me all the way to his house where he had canceled the ride. When I when he got in the car, he showed me, like, I was already like, oh my goodness, I'm picking up Anthony Hamilton. But it was so divine and such an encounter, because I had taken a step of faith and left corporate America, was fired, excuse me. I had to get pushed on about it, okay? That's a whole nother story in itself. I believe I shared that in one of my ebooks. But Anthony Hamilton got into my car and really encouraged me. And one of the things that he said to me, because I was writing the second version and preparing to launch the second version of my first book, Overcoming the Battle. And one of the things he said to me is that keep going, be encouraged, let God lead you, because people need this book and other books that you're going to write. Lo and behold, a couple of years later, I think that happened in like 2017, 2018. And I've written more books, and I have more books to write. And so one of my heart's desire, and what I ask the Most High, is that, you know, with me being licensed in other states as life insurance and also being a travel agent, is that I want to go to different places and write and get into different atmospheres and get these books that are inside of me. Okay. So I'm sharing that because, y'all, let me rewind. There's an event tomorrow here in Dallas, right, that I am attending. And I had already been having a repeated dream about me coming to Texas, right? I thought it was Houston. I have a really close friend in Houston. I was in Houston the last 2 years. And my friend name is Mystique. So her being in the dream was not me literally coming to see her, but in the dream I was coming to see her. But her name is so divine in the interpretation, right? And so I was having this dream for months that I was calling and checking on her, not even understanding the interpretation. And at one point in time, I didn't even know that it was literally for me to come here. So what happened was, the young lady that's having the event, I think she may be originally from my hometown. Her name is Coach P. Very amazing woman. I'm so proud of her, just to see where her life was and where she is now. It's just mind-blowing. It's amazing. So, y'all, I had a dream that I was in Dallas, Texas. Now, this is my first time ever visiting here, okay? I had a dream that I was in Dallas. And the next day, she messaged me asking me, where are you at geographically? Like, personally inviting me to the event. I was like, oh my goodness. How about I was just thinking about, like, am I supposed to come to the one that she's having in Dallas? So anyhow, that happened. So I'm like, okay, I prayed. I'm like, okay, Most High, I'm going to Dallas. Never been to Dallas before. Really don't understand it. Texas is so divine, because if you read my first book, Overcoming the Battle, I know who I am and I know my identity. Y'all, I wrote this book almost 10 years ago, and Texas is one of the main locations in my book. I had never been to Texas, okay? Never been to Texas when I wrote this book. Don't even know why Texas was such a main location, y'all. And now I have connections in Texas. Years later, after I wrote the book. So what I'm sharing is, I had a whole plan to come here. I'm like, okay, yeah, I do some life insurance work. When I say life insurance work, I was going to invest in some leads and, like, go to people's houses and stuff like that. That's what I did when I worked in Houston last year. That has not even been the case. And the Most High brought me back to my desire, which is, remember, you wanting to go to different places and be able to write. So, y'all, this has been more of a vacation for me to come to Texas, baby. The big state, to get the bigger picture. And I just want to encourage anybody who, don't ever forget what you asked the Most High and your desires. And don't get caught up in what you see going on around you. Last month, what happened in my business, what happened in my life, was a shift where I started a new beginning this month. When the time comes, I'm going to share more with you guys about that. Last year made 3 years since I was in the business as far as life insurance. I'll have to come back and tell you guys about that story, how I was even homeless, getting my life insurance license, living with others, just in such a low and humble place, right? To where last month, year number 3, when it financially, it just shot off. And I'm so grateful to the Most High, because this is what the Most High promised. Even when the Most High moved me back to my home state, and I'm like, why am I going back there? I have nothing to go back to. And the Most High was like, you're gonna have a business. I was filling out so many applications, y'all. I'll get more into that. I don't want to be all around, which I feel like I am right now, but I just came on here to encourage you to get in a place of the flow state. And the flow state is all about you surrendering. It's all about you understanding the aligning of what is so divine, right? Divine, knowing that it's God's will, knowing it's the path for your life. And a lot of times we cannot get in that place because of our own thoughts, our own limitations, even limitations of other people. And so with that, I'm going to close out by saying, y'all already know, when we change our mind, we will then begin to see our world change around us. I love y'all. Subscribe, comment, like, share, interact in this video, and I will see y'all in the next video. Can't wait to share. Hey there, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Make sure you go ahead and comment in the comment section. Let me know how you were able to resonate with this video. Please visit yvonnebentley.com. And I am so excited, and I cannot wait to share whatever the Most High leads me to share with you all in this next video. So just stay tuned and have a phenomenal day on purpose.